What's going on, people? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to United View. I feel like we just with you guys permanently all the time. It feels like we haven't had any time apart because that's what it's needed. We don't need much time apart. We need to be together. We need to be sharing this news. We need to be sharing the progress. We need to be sharing the update of what's been going on with Ruben Amorim. Obviously, he had a game last night. He was at the dugout. KG was telling me the under-21s manager was in the dugout and all this with his fake news. What's going on?
Casey, he gets information from the reckless delegate sometimes, you know what I mean? And I rate it because he does trust them. You know what I mean? Even though a lot of the time the information is not accurate.
I mean, he started the show and it's like just before we went live, he was like, "Oh yeah, because it's a game tonight, under-21s manager." And I was like, "Is it? I didn't see that." He's like, "Yeah." I goes, "Oh, you got the news, mate." I was like, "Oh, I'll ask you that. Let me know in the show. We'll let everyone know." He's like, "Yeah, under-21 managers taking control of the game." Get after the game. Follow I think Nathan it is from the Daily Mail. Saw him out in Fenerbahce because he's out there in sport and say he was like he said, "Oh, Ruben Amorim, paces, says he's goodbye and walks."
Oh, is that why? So I messaged you last night. We were prepping for the show. A bit of an insight here. So a lot of the time we prep for this show the night before. This is sort of the rough guideline of what it's going to be, and in the morning we'll check in. And I messaged you last night. I went, "Oh, this is all going on." So all of these quotes coming out, and you went, "Did he manage? Was he in there? Was he on the touchline?" I went, "Yeah, it was."
KG, it's my own fault. KG's gone to me now. Under-21s managers taking that. So when I'm seeing all these pictures, then I'm seeing like a presser afterwards and asking him,
"Yeah,
okay, this is a lot. This is a lot of info. Where's the under-21s guy? What's going on?" So anyway, I don't know if there was actually an under-21s game going on and that guy was just doing his job with the under-21s. I don't know. But anyway, it was all going off last night because it must have been really difficult for Ruben Amorim. He's probably thinking with all that news breaking, why have I got to have a game tonight where all the press are going to be? I can't cancel it. I can't move mad. It's crazy. So, Owen, what's the latest? What you got for us, man? Because there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of quotes. There's from Ruben Amorim, and as you mentioned, you'll see in this video in a second. At one point, his head actually gets into his hands.
Yeah, he's like, he's like, "Oh, I can't do this."
And I thought to myself, if that's you now, get ready, my friend. Get ready. So we do have some clips, and we'll get into the quotes of what he said. First, you can see his reaction after the game was pretty
as well.
Got some clips, yeah. Was his reaction after the game? Not everyone was expecting maybe a bit of a wave and a farewell. The fans, when he sort of before the game started, stood up, gave him a bit of a standing ovation, which felt a bit sort of goodbye-ish. But then after that, people were expecting he's going to wave to the crowds, he's going to say goodbye at the end of the game. Nope, went straight down the tunnel, did his press conference, and we've got a little look.
English. I wanted to ask you about your tactics. No, not really. I've heard the words Manchester United mentioned quite a few times this press conference. Could you sum up where we are with the Manchester United move?
We have to wait a little bit more to explain everything I need to explain, and then it will be very clear.
But the club, obviously, they have to, if an approach is made for their head coach, because of the rules, have said that an approach has been made and the compensation fee has been agreed. So it's now your decision, I guess.
Yes, that's what I said. It's my decision. I will tell everything. So we have to wait. That's it.
How long?
I don't know.
Will you be in the dugout at Old Trafford on Sunday?
I will be here.
Definitely.
I don't know.
Thank you.
We'll proceed.
So his head was in his hands. He said, "Will you be in the dugout at Old Trafford on Sunday?" "I'll be here." "You sure?" "I don't know." And you could see a bit of an exasperated figure, to be fair, because as one would expect, every question near enough was about Manchester United. So He was asked after the victory. He said, nothing is decided yet. I don't know if it's the farewell game or not last night. He said, I have nothing more to... This was like the second question, by the way. It carried on.
Yeah.
I have nothing more to say. We are analysing the game, and anything I say will only create more noise. I don't want to fuel this issue. There is the club's statement to the CMVM, which is the financial regulator in Portugal. Apart from that, we don't know the details yet. We'll see. I've always taken responsibility for my decisions, and I will be here to do so. But when I'm sure of things, it will be easier. He was asked about his release clause. He said, I'm not going to talk about a contract. It's a matter between me and Sporting. All the clauses that exist in a contract are included by the employer and the employee. What I can say is the statement contains all the necessary information. Yes. He also said, Manchester United is interested, but it's my choice. Until everything is decided, we won't be making any noise. I have nothing useful to say. I will take on whatever I want to do, as I always have done. When asked why the deal was not done already, he said, I can't promise anything. What I know is that I will be at training tomorrow. I'll prepare for the game on Friday, as well as the game on Friday that Sporting have. He was asked if he told the Sporting players about a departure to Manchester United. And he said, did I speak to the players about Manchester United? There was no talk of anything. It was just before the set pieces to get the elephant out of the room. Before the statement was released, I explained everything that was happening. Nothing more to say. And finally, he says, I cannot control the fact that one club made an offer. What I can control is my decision. When I have that decision, I will tell you and the fans. So he's keeping it very, very hush-hush. You know,
I didn't know that last bit. I didn't see that last quote. That's
very hush-hush, very kind of nondescript. It's one of those ones where everyone in the room knows the answer to a question that you can't answer. It feels a bit like that. But he's speaking on it, and you could tell, like I said, he seemed a bit exasperated by the end of it, head in his hands going, can you stop asking me these effing questions? But hey, that comes with the territory. If you're going to be the next Manchester United manager / head coach, then get ready, Ruben. That's what happens, mate.
Yeah. I think he's handled that the best he could, considering what's come down on top of him. Like
on the day
that's what I mean. Yeah. Like statement, couple of hours later, you got to prep the team. The media and the spotlight's going to be all on you. The players might lose their focus. It's just going to be a nightmare. That. And I think he wasn't too uptight about it. He wasn't angry and agitated. He was more like just twitchy and smiling and just trying to keep it under wraps.
Well, this is awkward. This is awkward, guys,
it's awkward. And I think he's handled that in the best way possible. And I think also you do want to see some of the loyalty and the respect shown to the club he's at. Because if you just see him twerking for us, don't get me wrong, we're like, yeah, we're big, we're Man United, see, he's coming. But actually, you want to see him handle himself with integrity. You want to see him handle himself with some class and some loyalty. And we spoke about this yesterday, didn't we, about when he may or may not be here. Because, yes, clearly what's happening is the negotiation of these fees. And I know you've got some more stuff there about, some extra release clauses, some extra fees for the coach and staff, a one-off payment to fast-track his 30-day notice. We'll get into that, but clearly there's semantics going on in the background. That's why, because it's not agreed yet. What the reports are is that deal in principle and deal close and prepared to meet the release clause and stuff. There's still things to work out. So because there's still things to work out, as in any job in transfers and managers or players leaving or whatever, it's as you were right up until the last second, mate. Like, damn right, he'll be in training today. He'll be preparing for the game they've got on Friday, I believe. And that's his job. So I think he done a good... The only thing is, when they're going, so you're going to be in Manchester on Sunday? No, I'll be here. You sure? Don't know. Like, he's just having a little play with it because he's like, I wanted to try and pretend that I know I'm going to be here, but I don't actually know. So, what he means by that is if everything gets signed off and all of both clubs agree on these packages and fees, it'll be off quicker. If it takes a few more days, then he's going to have to do the Friday game, which would lead into, the next week, probably against PAOK or whatever. Yeah. So it just changes, So I think my closing thing on that is I think he's handled it perfectly in what's a difficult situation. And he definitely would have told the players what's going on.
As much as he knows,
as much as he can,
because he, like he's kind of saying there, and this is what's kind of snowballed it a bit, is obviously Sporting released that statement to their financial regulator because they have to, because again the process is a little bit different. So basically, all that statement says, and it was a pretty short one, when it was translated, which is basically there is a release clause in his contract of 10 million euros. We have an offer from Manchester United saying they are willing to pay the release clause. Now, everything else, like you say, still has to be figured out. In addition to that, there are reports saying that, like you said, about there's a notice clause in there, and actually the notice clause is like 30 days, which would mean that his first game would be Ipswich at the end of November. But to overcome that, there might be an extra payment. On top of that, of course, he's going to want to bring his staff with him, or at least a couple of members there saying, I think there's like 2 or 3 people he wants to take with him as well. So that's separate from his release clause as well. So how much do Manchester United have to pay Sporting for those people too? Then Sporting get into the territory of, all right, let's say these guys are going. We're still mid-season here. So we don't want our entire coaching staff and our manager just to go. And then we have nothing. We're not prepared. And so we start losing games and dropping down the league as well. So can you give us a bit of time to figure that out? So like you said, it's kind of, that's why he can't really say anything. And because also, I suppose as well, with what happened with him over the summer being linked to Liverpool, and didn't he fly out to Liverpool or something like that? I think he might have even had a talk with West Ham or something in the summer, and then that fell through, and then it didn't look very good on him at the time. It didn't look very good on Sporting at the time. The last thing he wants to do, I would think, is have something like that. I'm going to Man United, it not happen, and then it's like, well, what was going? It just turns into a complete mess. So the best thing you can do, isn't it, is just kind of say no.
Oh, sorry, just quickly, AGT, you absolutely disgrace making everything about Liverpool. This guy yesterday, I don't know if you saw this, Owen. This Liverpool guy, my brother, of course, big up my boy. But honestly, he is the worst. This is him. If I was a Sporting Lisbon fan, I'd hate how he's treated their fine club. Chose West Ham over Liverpool, so that's why he pissed off. Went back with his tail between his legs. Now he wants United. Turncoat. Mate, he didn't want you. Get over it, AGT. Get over it. You got on.
And also, wouldn't they be? I was going to say, wouldn't they be happy with what they've got at the moment as well? You know what I mean? I mean, in
9-9, scored 30 goals. Well, more now because of last night. Conceded 2 or 3 now after yesterday. Honestly, AGT, hold that, and we'll go get Zubimendi in the summer. Anyway, I just want to get out of my chest because I love AGT, but he always finds a way to make it about Liverpool.
No, and also as well, I'm so glad. I tried to call KG last night. Actually, he was recording. I tried to call him after the Flex and KG show because he said the same thing that I said during when we got the Here We Go from Fabrizio Romano yesterday. Spare me the. Well, he's going to fail anyway. I'm not excited. Well, what is the fucking point then? Seriously, what is the point? Let's just not bother. Let's just shut. Literally, let's just shut the club down. Because it's not going to work. Imagine that. We're going to recruit for a new position here at this organization. The last guy didn't work. Well, let's just not bother then. Actually. We need someone. But no,
there's no point. It's going to go wrong.
Last one didn't work. So no, let's not go for it.
Or just keep this guy. Keep.
Well, it's not working though at the moment. Yeah. I know, but I am a man of principle, and no, I'm not going to change my mind. Let's just not bother.
New guy might not work as well, so let's stay with this.
It's honestly, it is, and the what's mad about it, Flex, is the accusations of a few weeks ago, which is you're not happy that your team won. And now they want someone who hasn't even started to fail. So in 2.5 years, they can go, I was right. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Like, it's so mad. Whether you liked Erik ten Hag, you didn't like him or whatever, it's over. Like, it's done. You move on. It's like a relationship. I tell you what, I thought we'd be together forever. Guess what? It didn't work out. And I got to move on. And I got to find someone else. They found someone else. It's done. Are they upset? A little bit, but they got 70 million quid in their pocket. Yeah? Cool. Cool. It's just now, like, it's moved. Obviously, you can have reservations going, well, I'm a bit concerned about the players and blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, I bet you're fun at parties. You know what I mean? It's going to be a great party. The last one was shit. All right, let's not go then.
DJ could be rubbish. I'll tell you what, I got really sick at the last one. Drank too much. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. No, mate. Cheers.
It rained last time. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's
You
just
know
not,
what I mean? Like,
let's not go then. Oh,
yeah, it's
sorry.
outdoor. We've got a gazebo.
I'll take this off. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
one of the party people, proper negative Nancy, man. But just like, honestly, look, I get, like I've said, I've got no problem with, and this is where I am at. What I'm not doing, and I've said this a lot of times, I'm not doing the whole that everyone, we finally got someone serious. 3-4-3, the Premier League ain't ready. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But I am not doing this whole, I don't know, man. What's the point in even changing? Because I'm not, it's just I've seen this before. It ain't going to work. I'm definitely not on that. I'm excited. I'm buzzing to see how this, I'm intrigued. I'm already intrigued. I'm like, oh, who's going to play where in this 3-4-3? How's that going to work? I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see how he starts implementing that, going on the journey of, maybe some teething problems in it. And this player's not playing so well. And then a player that I maybe didn't expect to be having a good season now. And I'm just, I can't wait to get into one of the pressers with him and meet him and see how he is in person. And I'm really excited because everything, you do your due diligence. I've got my dossier. I don't know if you saw my dossier yesterday.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
that the producers gave to me. That's gonna be my little Bible now. I'm gonna walk around with that. And just seeing some videos of him. I messaged Owen yesterday because I thought, let me just see how that Gorkaz has been doing. Like, 'cause I know he's like been all right. Let me see his goals from this season and last season. He's fucking good. It's powerful, isn't it? Because I remember him at Coventry. I do remember. I was like, he was in the champion. I remember him at Coventry. But I remember him doing that. And when I'm looking at, I'm going, right, this man's powerful. Left foot, right foot. I just messaged Owen. I just went, oh, that Gorkaz is all right. But we have been there before, Eric. That is where we are. Oh, get the manager or his player who was good for him. Get him. I'm not saying
that might be part of an exit agreement too, about going back for certain players. Sometimes they can put that in, going, well, we prefer you don't come and raid all the talent basically as well. So that's also part of it. But yeah, I'm excited, not because out of a thing of it's definitely going to succeed. I'm excited for the sense of, man, I need something different. Like they did. Whatever we were doing, it wasn't working. Like it wasn't. And this is the thing tonight too, Flex, yeah? Let's say, right, Rude's in charge this evening. It might be one game. It might be 2 games. We'll see. But if we win tonight, let's say we win 3 or 4-0, then if the narrative then becomes, see...
Give it Rude.
No. See, I know these players could have done it. I know they could have done it. They were purposely doing all this shit to get rid of Erik ten Hag. No, because again, if that's... Would they do the same with, what you said, with Gerrard at Villa? See, they just didn't want to do it for Steve. No, sometimes people come in, different ideas, different tactics, or just a different atmosphere, just a different, hey, we're only here for a couple of games. A bit like Michael Carrick when he was in for 3 games and he didn't lose. I mean, look, let's just get together. Let's get through these games. We don't know what any of our futures are here, guys, but let's just put the best foot forward kind of thing. And then stuff happens, it's oversimplifying a very sort of complicated thing, isn't it? So I'm excited, and I'm excited for a change of shape because United have needed a change of shape for like a decade.
Yeah, and we've been looking at that for ages and saying, right, why can't we change it up? So now we're going to get it. Super chats here from Thabo says, no reason, just love for Flex and Owen. Big up to you. Good morning to you as well.
Thank you.
Love that. Good energy, good vibes. Aminor says, we get excited the same way with Erik ten Hag. So we got excited the same way with Erik ten Hag. Deja vu.
Amador, this is what I mean. Now we're saying we can't be excited. A couple of weeks ago is you can't be negative. Now you can't be excited as well. That's what I mean. And it's not even deja vu of Eric. It's deja vu of every manager.
Yeah,
every manager,
you get excited at the start
every
of any
player when you sign them, apart from a couple, but you get excited. That's part of being a fan, is it not? When we signed Anthony, right? There would have been people that were going, "Oh, it's a bit expensive." People were doing the fucking Tiger shit, weren't they? Look at us now. It's what it is, isn't it? That's what's being a fan. It happens.
Yep, 100% agree with that. Why are we not allowed to just have... We've been down in the dumps, guys. We've been down... it's been shit, man. It's okay to look at the new guy and say, I like some of the stuff I'm hearing. This looks good. This looks exciting. Let's see how it goes. Someone said it up there in the chat. And it's so true. They said excited, yes. Overrating, no, in my opinion. And that's where I'm at. I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm excited to welcome him in and, you know, see what he can do early on in his tenure and how this goes. But I'm not, like you said, that I 100% agree with that. I'm not going to overrate him because that is where we've been before. By basically saying, you know, because look,
we're back.
Saeed would tell you, you know, yeah, and I did that.
He's gonna Amorim. I tell you now, for like 3 years' time, we'll be lifting the Champions League trophy and being like we were,
Slot, you don't know what's coming. Pep, you better watch out. Arteta, see you on the 4th of December, mate.
Era's come to an end.
Do you know what I mean? All of that. I'm not on that. I'm definitely not on puffing out my chest yet, because from views in the 14th is different. You know what I mean? Views from the 14th is different. And I'm not on that whole finally a real manager, a real this. No, because I do need to see him for myself, what he does with this team and what it looks like over a good, 10, 15 games to recognize some sort of pattern. All right. Of course, I said to KG, I said, I'm not going to be a killjoy, mate. If we go, I'll celebrate every positivity that we have along the way in the isolated moment. Like, mate, if we go to Arsenal, which is our next big away game, isn't it? Yeah. If we go to Arsenal the day after my birthday, and I go there knowing it's 100% L every year.
Well, and not even just the Arsenal thing, just the fact that we don't really win away from home for the last 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. On that, but specifically Arsenal, there's something around that period. We seem to, not all the time, but there's quite a few times since doing this. It's always been in December for some reason, near my birthday or whatever. But whenever it is, it's a big occasion for me because I always want to be able to win there. And since doing this, we haven't done it. We haven't beat them. I was at the United Stand last time we beat them. That was 2018, wasn't it?
2018,
Mini Rock. I was there both. Right, I was there for both of them. Black kit and the navy kit.
Yeah.
Moonwalk.
And they were really close together, weren't they? They were
really close together. I was there for both. So from doing this channel, I've not experienced it. I've not been able to puff out my chest on their turf, and I would just love to. So if Amorim comes in and spares me that and gives us that straight away, I'll be outside the Emirates doing a madness. I'll be unbearable on the internet. Robbie will be getting cooked. Cecil, great. But what I'm saying, so I'll celebrate them things. If we beat Chelsea, well, he might not be here by then, actually. That's a different story.
In December, we've got some big away games. You mentioned Arsenal. We've got City away in December as well. It's like 10 days or so, I think, before Christmas, something like that. Maybe less than that. So like you said, it has been those games over the last 2 and a bit seasons that we've just gone into and going, well, we're not going to we're going to lose because we haven't won away. So it's those things, the difference. If you go, I tell you what, we beat like you said, Arsenal away, or we beat City away, or and even if you want to boil it down to even less than that, where you go, I tell you what, I saw the plan today. I can see it, or I can see the progression. I can see the style of play, and also I suppose you can't be naive with a 3-4-3. It's not. I don't think it's going to be complete plug and play. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it works. You know what I mean? I think there are going to be sort of, like you said, teething issues, but I think he'll be, or he should be, afforded the same time that Erik ten Hag got 2 and a bit seasons. He'll certainly get backed in the transfer market as well, like Erik ten Hag got. Maybe not so much January. I think a lot of that sort of money has evaporated in the last couple of days, but still, it will take a bit of time. I don't think it's expecting grand overnight results or anything like that, but at the same time it would also be a case of like, all right, let's get in the top half.
Slow steps.
Let's get in the top half, and that's why I asked on Monday what his expectations, what his remit would be, considering that it's still early stages of the season. Do you go, all right, look, to be honest, Ruben, the objective for you is what it was for Eric, which is we need to be somehow in the Champions League next season, and also we need to kind of be closer to those European spots in the league as well. Can you do that for us? And it's going to be very interesting to see how he goes about it.
Yeah, it is. Super chat from Aminal said that. Christoph says, forgot Salah, Foden, Saka, and Palmer. Would you take Rashi and Garner over mid-table Premier League winners like Mbeumo, Mitoma, Kudus, Eze, Gordon, Gibbs, White, Bowen? Deep it, our wingers are a concern. Too much PR. Listen, I keep bringing up the thing about the types of players that we've got and how good they actually are, and look, systems is a lot to do with it, making some players look great. You know, you look at what Matoma's done at Brighton in that system and how they play, you're going, right, he's really good. So then you start going, I'll tell you what, is he better than Rashford? I thought he's better than Rashford. You look at Kudus individually as a player, you're going, well, he's better than Garnacho. Well, he is. You look at Eze with his ability from the left or in that inside 10. Now we're probably going to play that. Someone like him would be fantastic. Jared Bowen, you know what he's capable of. It's true. Fleck Buemo, you know, in a top team, in a better team, Buemo would be decent. I know Liverpool fans are looking at that saying, I'll tell you what, if Salah goes, he's the sort of guy that could be the Mane-esque. Yeah, in the right system,
that's where better
team,
back,
keep giving him the ball, and Buemo could be devastating.
Because it's there's a big article this morning from The Athletic, you know, kind of chronicling Ten Hag's last months at United. And a bit in there is saying that Erik Ten Hag had considered, you know, bringing Danny Welbeck to the club in the summer. And obviously at the moment, you know, you look at how Danny Welbeck started the season, he's on fire. You go, oh, I'll tell you what, could have done with that. That'd have been brilliant. But if you'd have had it, I don't know, 6 months ago, and it'd be like Man United bringing back Danny Welbeck, it'd have been, what are we doing? You know what I mean? What are we doing? So it goes back to, I think obviously you could say about Rashford, Garnacho, are they actually good? What's their ceiling, etc. But they can be better than what they're doing right now if the coach is getting more out of them. You know, there is more to get out of them than what they're doing right now. And some of those players that we're mentioning there, Mbeumo, Mitoma, Kudus, you know, Gordon, Gibbs-White, if they were in the Manchester United team of the last 6 months, they'd have probably
how would they look? Yeah,
exactly. We'd be saying they're mid-table wingers.
They wouldn't have the reputation they've got now for being
at the moment.
System.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is why it's hard to judge. If you do the player for player, pound for pound, it is hard to judge. It is, because Rashford pound for pound meant you have to put in too much caveats like consistency, mentality, application, system, confidence. You have to talk about 5 things for Rashford to try and get to the best version of him. But you go, the best version of him in his best powers, I still think is better than Anthony Gordon. But the fact that Anthony Gordon is way more consistent than him and way more effective than him week in, week out, the last 18 months, you're going, Anthony Gordon's a better player than Rashford. I'd rather have Anthony Gordon right now because I know I'm going to get a 7, 8 out of 10 every game, and he's going to keep the ball well, get goals and assists, because that's what he's been doing. He showed me that. So I'd rather have him. You go, I'd rather have Mitoma now because I've had Rashford for like 8, 9 years, and it's doing this. So you start to go, oh, actually, it's not, you know, sorry, not 8, 9 years, but you know, however long we've had Rashford. When did Rashford come in? 2015.
It's close to a decade, isn't it? Yeah,
isn't it?
Decade. It's 2016. I think Van Gaal's last season. Yeah.
So 15-16 season he came through, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it's not far off. It's a couple of years off. You know what I mean? We're nearly in 2025 now. So basically about 9 years. So you look at players like that and you go, it's really difficult to look at players like that at the mid-table teams. We need to stop saying that because we're below mid-table. Yeah. The teams around us. Every single player we're talking, even Gibbs White, mate, they're 6th in the league. Where are they? They're very high.
Yeah.
And he's injured right now. But so all them players we talk about, they're way higher than us right now. But these types of players, it is really difficult to go, would I have him instead of? But you're right, it's about the systems. It's about systems. Because if we had Mitoma in this shit system with Eric, would be like, who's this guy? Get him out.
Yeah, well, I think it'd be a case of, like I said, with a lot of players, you know. And again, and to be fair, that's not even necessarily an Erik Ten Hag specific thing. That's been the case for a while, hasn't it? Of these people that, you know, come in and we think they're going to be, you know, they think they're going to be what they were at their prior clubs, and it doesn't really work, you know. But so that's why I think we almost have to be a bit careful when we go like, any of these wingers we get in the Premier League, they'd be better. And you go, would they though?
Yeah, you don't know. It's about the system, and that's why the manager's got to be good. Couple of super chats. El Cap says we have a manager with hair follicles. Sorry, KG. Alex Park's been a member for 15 months, and Alex Park also says, "So happy, lads! I am 70 years. So happy birthday!
70 years old. Yeah, congratulations."
Yeah, I mean, I'd hope it's not somebody young just taking the mic and just putting a super chat for no reason, because that'd be silly. So we're going to go on the side of positive and benefit of the doubt. Happy birthday, Alex. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 70 years old, by the way. And not to be condescending, you know, putting in super chats on your Flecknology, on your phone or your tablet or your whatever. 70, mate. Yeah?
Where do you think from a technology point of view, where do you think you'll be when you're 70?
I'll be able to do this because I'll remember, you know, I can plug in a mic, you know, laptop, lights, and so this will be my mate. I tell you what, Owen. I tell you what. Oh, can I say something? There's been a lot going on.
Yeah.
You all laughed at me. You all laughed at me going out to Fenerbahce. What's gonna happen?
No, you did well. You did well.
I tell you what, Owen. I tell
Yeah.
you what, mate. And I tell you what, Josh. You read them comments, mate. Them comments were saying, tell you what, there's something in this.
Yeah.
Flex, he's all right. The sound's all right, you know. Yeah, he's got a little selfie stick. The sort of first person point of view, not first person, it'd be second person, wouldn't it? What person is it? What person is that? When I'm holding a selfie stick, but I've got what is that? Is that...
I will also say about the Flecknology thing though. The other day, what was it? Yesterday, 2 days ago, we were late in the morning because you were going, these headphones, I can't hear. And he turned them off, turned them on, going, I can't hear you. He's like, can you speak up? Can you speak up? But I don't know, was it next day? You turned them on and went, it's better now.
Yeah, but then I said, but what did I say though? I done my troubleshooting, Owen. What did I do? I done my fault finding. So I unplugged the headphones from the laptop, put the laptop on full volume, and went, right, can I eradicate that? It's not a problem. It's not the sound is talking to my computer and the output is there. So we can eradicate that. Let's take that out. Bluetooth problem, mate. Headphone problem. So turn them off, turn them on again, reset the motherboard. Yeah. Reset the motherboard. Reset the motherboard inside here.
Yeah.
Noise cancelling. Yeah. Reset them. And now I've got you loud and clear, mate. So not only am I good with Flecknology, I'm good at fault finding, mate. Because that's the biggest thing. You got to fault find because you waste a lot of time. You don't, you know what I mean? Process elimination. I'll tell you one funny thing. Yeah, I'll tell you one funny thing. Just like before we move on, right? As well. So obviously, I'm in Fenerbahce. I have to say, so obviously they're used to us being there with a cameraman and different people. I did see. I get to the mix zone. You know, you got all the fucking rights holders. Big fucking things, big rigs. I'm with the Talk Sport lot. Don't know if you lot saw my stories. They've got all these rigs. I'm sending stuff back to Josh. I'm going, bloody hell, look at this, mate. Look at this box. You know, you can go live from on the spot with this, mate. It's 15 grand for this. I'm saying, wow. I get to the mix zone. Yeah. What players coming out, mate? What players coming out? All right, no worries. Quickie. Oh, all right. Right. Microphone, and the people just looking at me like people from Fenerbahce going, who's this guy? Who's this guy?
My favorite ones were in the Jose press conference where it's like literally you were in the corner like that.
Mate, I had to sit by the side. I just got a perfect side profile, Jose. And when he walked in, he went, what? I went, what?
Like that's the proper.
It's in a porter cabin. I couldn't believe it.
That reminded me of like when you go to one of those like eventually go watch like a school play or whatever. You know what I mean? And there's only one seat left. It's round the corner. You can't see anything.
No,
you know,
no. But I could hear everything, and I was close to Jose, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant. And there's a picture as well. I think Peachy took a picture from far back, and then someone was tagging me saying, "Look, there's Fleck."
You're in the corner.
And then at one point, my knee, because it was quite small, my knee hit the flag, and it wobbled a bit. And the press officer, the Fenerbahce guys, it was funny, man. It was funny, but yeah. Sorry, just thought I'd share that with you. So basically, you all laughed at me, but actually, something in that.
Yeah, I think there was strong belief. There was strong belief in you with that.
I told you, and I told you I'd do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you did
even got the presser, mate. How did I do that?
Yeah,
got the presser, got the question, got the come on.
Yeah. There you go.
Everyone was saying good work, mate.
Yeah,
do you know what it is about me? Doubt me at your peril. Just that's fine. I actually thrive more. No, it's not just a phone, though. It's not just a phone. Well, hold on a minute. Let's know, Owen.
The doubt is very justified, by the way.
We're not. Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying. So let's not move the goalposts here, because before I went, it wasn't, mate. It's only a phone. You'll be fine. Stop making. No, it was. Oh God, he's got a. Oh my God, the receiver's hanging down the side. Oh my God, you ain't even got a selfie stick. Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't, mate.
Well, I heard that you were going to try and do it without a selfie stick, and then you had to buy one in the airport.
What happens as you adapt along the way,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I heard you got advice from Mr. Kevin Gary. Who
Well, no, he said it now. What it was is
car.
he said, you're going to do it. I was like, no, I got one in the garage, mate. Go get it now. He's like, what? You're going to go to the garage after? He goes, you're not doing it. I was like, yes, I am. Got one in the garage. I was like, oh, I think there's one in there somewhere, but I can't bother. And I was walking. I did the first one at the airport. I was like, oh, that selfie stick.
Yeah.
And then I broke the receiver. There's a little button. There's a little remote, and I broke that straight away.
Yeah, so the technology is working great. You know, don't be at your peril.
Sorry guys, I was just giving you a snapshot into my life. Sorry, let's get back to Man United. But yes, Tabo says I hit the like button, even if it's just for our manager's follicles. Yeah, we've got nearly 2,300 watching, just over 2,200. We've got 556 likes. We can get to 1K. Let's get to 1K. Aminor says, will Amorim have a January transfer budget? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. No,
I don't think so. Yeah.
There's
now they've got to spend money. Actually, we'll get to that bit. Yeah.
You know,
yeah. Creamy good. This name's just crazy. Yeah. Creamy Goodness says Mason Mount gets a fresh start with 3-4-3. Yeah,
if he's fit.
Well, he's got to get fit. But in terms of an inside 10 playing in how they might play, then yes. But I wouldn't hold your breath on that.
No. Well, I wouldn't hold your breath in playing. You know, just yeah. We haven't. No one's heard anything about him since that. Since he put out the post where he was like, "I'm fine," he's not been fine.
No.
which is mad. But yeah, as far as January, look, obviously we just spent, I think they were saying it's between 15 to 17 million on obviously Eric Ten Hag's exit. With Amorim, it's going to be, was it about £8.5 million of his release clause? Then obviously there might be a little bit of an extra payment about the to get him in immediately, as opposed to have this notice period. Then you got to get his coaches, which could cost around like what, £5 million, something like that too. So maybe there might just not be that money available in January. But then who's to say, Flex, we don't sell some people either in January. There had been reports, you know, about Anthony being on the list for January. Although I still say I don't think he goes anywhere, because how are you going to sell? Well, he can just go, I don't want to go.
Yeah, or he might start wanting to go because, you know, just like on loan, like you say, just on loan to go.
Yeah, maybe on loan.
I think he'd accept that. Yeah. He'd get his wages and he can go play football, because it's not, unless something really comes from this new manager. But it certainly looks like he's co-signed so strongly by Eric that it was just his guy, and I just don't think it's going to work. But unless Amorim came in and done something crazy, which Anthony, no one's even asked how injured he is it? I don't think in that
ankle, isn't it? Sprained, and it wasn't lost. Did you see it?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
And do you know what it was like? Yeah, I mentioned this yesterday too. That, you know, when things get like really hyped up because they're like locked away. So a bit like, you know, this lost music. They recorded this track, but it was never released. You go, or this film last year, it was Batgirl, right? They filmed the whole film. It had Brendan Fraser in. It had Michael Keaton in there as Batman. And then a couple months out, they went scrap it. They never released it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I saw that Michael Keaton was going to be in the Batman suit. And that never come out.
He was in Flash, but he was going to be in. He was going to be in that as well, right? And then that became a thing. I bet it was so good. And you have to go, well, if they scrapped it, it was probably shit. Let's be honest. It probably wasn't that great. And it was the same with this Ten Hag thing yesterday, wasn't it? It was like, I wonder what he said, and then you watch it, it's like 4 minutes long, and you go, oh yeah, it's just a press conference, you know?
Yeah. What is crazy is that, I don't know what you think, but he had no idea he was getting sacked. He didn't.
He just was asked, wasn't it, about, you know, Shaw. I mean, trophies to the end, in fairness.
Yeah.
Talking about
trophies and what you can tell is, you can really tell that, especially because of the way we lost that game as well, none of the media were doing the whole, have you got talks with Ineos now? You know, that's another.
No, they didn't. Think
it wasn't that. You could tell, because when they got a sense that fucking, this is bad. Like, they did it after Spurs, they did it after Liverpool. Like, they do it after the bad games.
Yeah,
because we missed so many chances and Oliver fucked us. It's like you go, that they weren't really on that. They were like, well, we've got to bounce back on Wednesday. You know, this, that, and the other. So they didn't have a clue. So Ineos really did move in silence.
Yeah, the only other eye rolling thing was obviously, you know, was asked about Luke Shaw, and he went, so Luke Shaw wasn't back in September, wasn't back October, we're going into November. Has he had a setback? He was like, I don't know if you describe it as a setback. You go, well, I think it is. You know what I mean? So
he basically said, yeah.
Genuinely, who knows when he's coming back?
It's crazy. And
It's
poor
mad.
Amorim, when he gets in, obviously they're going to ask him loads of things about his philosophy and stuff. It's all going to be about him. But very quickly, they're going to say, Luke Shaw, he's going to go, obviously I've just arrived here. Don't know. I need to talk with the medical team. I think he's going to have to get briefed on that whole shit show. And hopefully he just looks at it and goes, what, you've been doing this for like 9 years? Fucking get rid. What's this?
Yeah.
Get me a left back, please. Please.
Or just, because that's not, he won't maybe have the same authority that Eric had, as the head coach. Now it's really in the remit of Dan Ashworth and Christopher Vavell. Hopefully they have a look at this and just go, sorry, we need to be ruthless here. A bit of an update here, Flex, in the last couple of seconds and minutes. Coming out of Portugal, they're saying that Ruben Amorim will stay at Sporting for their game against Estrela de Amadora. I think that's pretty good pronunciation.
Yeah, Estrela de Amadora. Yeah.
On a Friday, and can travel to England at the weekend, which would probably suggest that maybe that Chelsea game, that might be another Ruud van Nistelrooy game, perhaps. He might be, to be fair, we did think on Monday where it's like, maybe it's a bit too soon. Maybe he'll be in the stands come on Sunday. Because to be honest, when the news came out, it's like, oh yeah, he's the United are hoping he's going to be in the dugout for Sunday. Everyone did sort of go, that's a bit fast.
Really
that's quick. And also, not only just the fact of, that's really quick to do, but you go, should he actually be in the dugout for Sunday? Because how much can you actually do? You know what I mean? By then, sort of thing. Is it better off being like, right, okay? Because let's say he's like, he came in Friday. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Do one training session and then pick the team? Maybe it is the best thing for him just to be like there in the stands over the weekend and have Ruud take the team for the week and kind of go from there. But I'm fascinated to see what setup Ruud goes with this evening, to be honest with you. I mean,
I think it will be a 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1?
Yeah, just normal. Yeah, I think the shape may be the same. What you can't do if you're Ruud van Nistelrooy is, try to implement something crazy, because also you've got to try and get a tune out. You haven't got time to work with these players on a whole new system and a whole new way just for a week and then hand it over to someone else. And I don't think we're at the stages yet where Ruud Amorim clearly hasn't even got the go-ahead to be. So he's not going to be in conversations with Ruud saying, prepare the team like this so they're ready for me and put them in a free. It's never going to happen like that. Impossible. So I don't see any big structural changes. Maybe it's Carabao Cup as well. Like what we said, we got Chelsea on Sunday.
Yeah, use your reflectology. Yeah, you're out of focus. Really? Yeah, there you go.
There you go. What you call it? Automatic though. It's because my thing's got auto. Does it by itself, mate?
Cigar's like, Flex's microphone looks crisp.
Yeah. Now I look crisp. What was I saying? Yeah, he ain't gonna make them big changes, man. And he shouldn't. I don't think he should be like, this new manager's gonna pay for it. Let me just try and change everything. You still got to keep some continuity. I know it wasn't working, but it's how you apply it and getting the players up for it. When you speak to ex-pros, I was speaking to some yesterday, they were like, you cannot underestimate what happens, even if you look shit 1 week. Like, if you get a new lease of life and a bit of confidence as a player, it was Scott Minter I was talking to. And he was like, I've had it in change rooms where you go, you just got an extra 25, 30%. You're quicker to that ball. You're faster in the challenge. You're sharper. You're more dedicated. You run that extra yard. It's just what happens when there's a fresh start and there's a new voice in there and a freshness about the place. It just happens. So, that's all Ruud has to do is channel that. I don't believe he needs to start tweaking everything and going, right, I want you to play out like this. You have to go off largely what's happened. You just have to get us organized. The main thing is the man management side of it. He has to get us motivated. He's got to use his people skills. He's got to use the fact that he is Ruud van Nistelrooy. Guys, boys, don't worry. When I walk out, the spotlight's going to be on me. Yeah. The crowd will be up. I'll get it going. I'll give it this and give it that to the fans and thank you. They'll be up for it. Just feed off it.
It's the Carrick approach, isn't it? It's the Carrick approach going, just look, feed off it, things haven't been great at the moment. It's a bit chaotic right now. The best we can do is stick together, go out there and show that you're better than what people think you are, at the moment. Yeah. And like you said, I'm not going to overcomplicate things because there's no need,
There's no need. And tell them and do the whole, listen, I've been here when it's been successful and I've dreamed of this moment of leading you guys out. Eric's gone and I'm sad, but at the end of the day, I'm going to enjoy these next couple of games for a week and I just want to give it my all. And I know you guys will do the same and I know the fans will appreciate that as well. Let's go fucking get it, eh?
Because there's and then go to Harry Kane. No. With his weird team talk. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that one in that documentary? Josie went, right, today, he gives his song speech. He goes, today, I'm going to let Harry Kane do it. And Harry Kane gets everyone round and goes, guys, where the fucking go? And everyone's like,
but you know what? Yeah. In football terms, yeah, obviously it's funny when you see these like long, intricate, articulate, like, you know, poetry almost, like, oh wow, like Pep, oh my god. But the old school, like basic football terms is, hey, fucking get stuck in. We showed that we want it more than them. Win your battles, win your first tackle. Come on, hey.
Have you seen the Neil Warnock one? The Neil Warnock ones as well, whatever. You know, by means enjoy yourself, but enjoy yourself by being fucking disciplined. That one. The wildest one I've seen recently. Have you seen the Mikel Arteta light bulb?
Yes, I see that one. Yeah,
that is the most batshit thing I've seen. Taking that out of a bag and turning it on. Look at this light bulb go on. I thought, if I was in that room, I'm not getting motivated by that. I'm going, this guy is off his head. Who does he think he is? Edison. Like, honestly, Thomas Edison, he invented electricity on the light bulb. I'm thinking, I could not pull this fucking thing out. This. Oh god, this guy's off. This guy's on crack. Like,
nah, but I respect it, man. I respect it. You know why I respect it? Because, like you say, he's fucking batshit crazy. But you go, you know what? It's his own individual, unique style, and you can't question that he don't get his man motivated. No. Like, you can't. Like, if Eric's awkward, and we go, fucking hell, how does he? The personality and going, oh yeah, and doing like just the way he speaks.
The thing with the FA Cup final, wasn't there? When they played that video, I think it was a soldier or something like that, you know, and that was motivating. And look, so, like you said, sometimes it works and sometimes
Stephen Bartlett, Stephen Bartlett, mate.
Yeah, exactly, that kind of thing.
Fucking TED Talks, fucking mental.
This is everything. And together,
like
fucking
like Bowen.
Look at this. If there's one bit, it fails. No light. Turn off.
No fucking energy fucking transmitted into this fucking light bulb, and you fucking all on the same ship. We put all the fucking protons, the fucking neutrons in the fucking light bulb. Bang! It's fucking on, It's fucking on, and let's all fucking win this game,
Let's go to Harry Kane. Where the fuck are we gonna win the game? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm done. Arteta's. Do you know what? I like Arteta, man. I know people. I actually like him. I think he's brilliant. Like, just the way he talks, his fucking Lego hair, just stays still. Just got his little fucking thing. He's had his injections, his new Botox. He just fucking. Just makes me laugh.
There was one with playing. Was it You Never Walk Alone on the training ground? And then they went and lost 4-0 at Anfield.
Man bought the big speakers, bro. Briggs Serato Pro with the 2x4s, bro. Bass bins treble. Man, string up big sound system. Sound system got slapped 3-4-0, whatever the fuck it was. Fucking, you need to fucking imagine you're fucking there. When you fucking walk out, you're gonna fucking hear this, Fucking tell yourself you fucking
close your fucking eyes.
I want you to fucking visualize Anfield, This place will fucking swallow you up,
I've fucking
been there. I'm fucking telling you.
Whole session.
Oh, I'm done. Oh my god! Oh,
so we don't think Rude's going to be doing any of that this evening.
No, I just think
might stay away from it.
Nah, man, just fucking just keep it simple, Rude. Keep it simple, Fleck. That's all he has to do. Oh, my head's actually hurting. That was really funny, man. Oh, you know when you laugh so much, the back of your head, like, it's just hurting. Oh, yeah. Rude just has to keep it really simple. He's Rude fucking Van Nistelrooy, mate. I saw on tour, the aura that he had, I was just fanboying. I couldn't believe he was right in front of me. You know, he was signing more autographs and selfies than the players. It was mental. And Old Trafford's going to be rooting for him from tonight. It will be buzzing. It's now sold out, I've seen, all of a sudden.
For a Carabao Cup game.
Loads of people messaging me like, bro, can you get me a ticket? So a ticket? Nope, I can't, mate. Then for Chelsea, I mean, wow, it just be real. I just really hope he can get his moment with two big wins. I mean, less so tonight. We were expected to win, even if we was with Eric at this stage. But the Chelsea one, which it looks like it's going to be, if we could just get Old Trafford rocking and get a big win against Chelsea, that would just be the perfect platform to give Ruben Amorim, 3 points behind Chelsea then. going into some winnable games. It could really give us a chance to. Because if we beat Chelsea, I would think we'd be 3 points behind.
And if he was in the stands after that win,
yeah,
I mean, there'd be a bit of. And also, when it comes to Ruud, that I saw yesterday, there were sort of suggestions saying, no, he doesn't know what his future is going to be like. They were suggesting that he could go. Him and Rennie Harker could end up going. He might end up Ruud going and be like, right, I guess I'm going back to trying to be a head coach.
Yeah,
they thought he was going to become the Burnley head coach at the end of the summer, didn't they?
Yeah, that was his level. That was his level of sort of being scout. So maybe he can get a high level champ job if he waits, or if he waits long enough. I think maybe there could be another Premier League job that's mid-table. It might be able to. If Palace don't do well, could he go there?
And again, like you say, if he gets, let's say he gets a couple of wins here, and let's say the Chelsea one's quite, let's say definitive, but let's say United win like 2-0 or whatever, then there would be some people in the Premier League that will go, right. Yeah, if we change our manager, maybe we have a look. Maybe we'll see. You never know.
Southampton and West Ham jobs will be free soon. Says Show. Fucking Anton Ferdinand. Honestly, some of the messages he's been sending me, giving it, videos. He showed me the video of the penalty going in. Yeah, and where is that, chat?
They don't even. This is what's mad though.
I said, don't
you
use
hear
this.
Like you hear Nicky and stuff like that. Chat like. They're not a big fans of Lopetegui. You know what I mean? Like, like you said after the game at the weekend, don't let that win over United think that you're coming back. You know what I mean? Because that's not it. Because we're not very good.
So, giving it irons. This was him. So they scored the penalty. Yeah. Yeah, so you're giving it all the flex. What you said, he gets in the chat. I said, mate, you're shit. I said, mate, I messaged that. I said, bro, you're shit. You should have been 8-0 down at half time. You're lucky that Eric's just like Man United were just bozos that day, and Eric's not a good manager, fine. But do not use this barometer of Man United to say like, oh, well, we're onto something here. Ask Spurs, mate. Ask Spurs. They've just come to our yards, slapped us 3-0, played a decent team in Brighton, 2-0 up, lost. Now they've lost to Palace, who ain't even got a win.
Ask Palace. We couldn't beat them. They were like bottom three.
You know what I'm saying? So in the moment, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that as soon as Jarrod Bowen scored that penalty, you wanted to go on your phone and think of me. No problem. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. And that's the world we live in. It's fine. But I think they got Forest next.
Well, look, he asked a question to you. He said, flex what you said, and you're saying, you're shit. Yeah. That's what you said.
Exactly.
What are you saying? You're shit.
But big up my boy Anton, my brother, man. Also, he's on Dancing on Ice as well. So if you want to take the piss out of him, I'll tell you what. Yeah, he's on Dancing on Ice.
I would never.
Difficult.
I would never.
Exactly. It's
never
mad. So I'm saying to him, I'm like, Bambi on Ice, mate. You're Bambi on Ice. And I can't wait to see it because, mate, you give me all them videos there. The things I'm going to record of you when you fucking get your holds wrong, yeah?
Yeah.
And fucking,
like, what's the face? Gemma Collins. Remember when she fell over on the
ice? Oh, no. Yeah, that was...
Go forward. You went. It was honestly that show. I would never. And who was the other one? Who was that guy? Oh, I forget. It was the guy who used to be in EastEnders, and they're going round, and he just disappeared.
Oh, was it Gary? Is it Gary from EastEnders?
What's his name? His name's Todd. Is it?
No, but did he play Gary? Was it Gary?
No, he played. I think he played Martin Fowler or something like that.
Oh, right, okay.
And literally, he's with his partner. They're going like that, and she turns, he just carries on going. He disappears down the tunnel. He just disappears out of shot. He just goes, and as he's going through, he's going like this. He goes. It just disappears. It's
mental. But actually, Anton's my friend, so I actually do want him to do really well. But if he has a little wobble, I will be there. And not even that. When he wears the mad garms, he's got the glitter in his face. When he's got the leotard thing, and he's got a titty thing and all that. I'm ripping him. But I hope he wins. I hope he wins the whole thing. So when you're about to go and dance to the night, mate, you need to be careful what videos you'll go mocking people when you're about to do that. But it takes a lot of bollocks to go there. So big up. We've got the super chats done. Big up to everyone else. We've got 717 likes, not quite 1K. I wanted you guys to do better than that. I think you could have done. I really do think you could have done. what we got for the rest of the day, What the Devil podcast will be out later on today.
That'll be tomorrow because it's match day, Flex. It's match day. You just spoken about it.
Oh,
road trip. We got match view. I have no idea what KG's doing today, by the way. I hope he's on it with me.
I don't see why he wouldn't.
Oh,
no, he said he had to change his thing around for his podcast. Yeah, you better ring him. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll be at the game. I've got crazy thing. It's down to TalkSport first and fly up to the get. Like it's mental, but it's what we do. We have to get the reaction. We have to see how people are feeling about Ruud van Nistelrooy and see how the team does. So, yes, I will see you guys at the end of the game at Old Trafford. It's match day. Enjoy it. Hopefully, we make sure we get the result we want to see first. Hopefully, we don't build up this whole thing.
Go out. Yeah.
No one's even contemplated like could be off it. Emotions are high. Go out. That can't happen. So hopefully, we do what we need to do. Place would be rocking, and we can get the goals to go through it and have a nice evening. So yeah, take care, guys. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'll see you all again shortly in road trip / emergency live if there's an announcement / match day content. So yeah, take care. Peace.